See, I'm completely with you on the pitch clock thing to an extent, but it is working in the sense of attendance is higher this year, and we'll see if this is a continuing trend.
Yeah, it's a one year a one off year up. Sure, it might fit work, but like if it show like later down the road, attendance keeps going down. At that point in time, it's like is the pitch clock really fixing the problem? So it's a we'll have to wait and see. And I said that's honestly it, it is you know at this point it is what it is. Like we'll rant and rave, but I'm gonna wait and see what the game industry does or whatnot. Like it's here's the thing also like we're a few years out from the next gen consoles coming out.
Yeah,
So like I honestly looking forward to that because hey, it means the old consoles are going to decrease in price.
amen to that. And given how powerful the current ones are, you could always find additional uses for them. Like I eventually plan to turn that thing into an emulation station from hell. So I'm going to get a
I
lot of value out of it.
I just plan on getting it so I can get play these certain games I want to play. That's not going to break an arm or cost an arm and leg.
Absolutely. And with that being said, last thing that we're going to close out on before we close up is since we're talking about consoles, it message to young gamers now. If you
Uh,
have these, take care of them. They're going to mean
yeah.
a lot down the road. A lot of us have like I remember the first console that we had was an NES, and because it got fried, it got thrown in the backyard, and that was that. And we
Yep.
didn't own another console again. Well, we owned the Genesis, which was a big staple in the house, but we would rent consoles. You got to take care of these things. That Matt, speaking of, dude has had the same Sega Genesis, the Model 2, since 1994.
Yep. I
Take care of your stuff.
I'm with you on that one because the one regret I have is we didn't take as good care of our Xbox original Xbox, and the disc reader stopped. Essentially, it was very spotty if it would work or not.
Oh man.
Because like it's so like it's on my birthday wish list is to get a new Xbox, or at least one that's a working edition. Because down in Perryville at the game shop there, they sell consoles, and I'm glad I didn't have extra money because I would have blown about almost $200 because they had in their case they had an original Xbox and for like $80, and then they also had a GameCube for 90.
Whoa.
So I was like, I'm glad I don't have any extra money because I would buy both these. It was a weekend I went down to get my car.
Mm,
It's like,
that's mm.
right?
That's tough to pass up. Shit, dude. I
Yeah.
would
So adulting. Gotta.
exactly. God,
So
God damn this is
my hope is like maybe here in a little bit or whatnot. If I go back down there, still have it and it's working. And I know the owner there, and he's guaranteed me like anything they have in there, it works. They don't buy it unless they can guarantee it works.
yeah.
So it's like if I want a new Xbox because like I've got there's some games on my I have for original Xbox that I would love to play. Like I'd love to jump back in and try James Bond Agent Under Fire again. I've got a Dungeons and Dragons game I'd love to pick back up and play. I've got literally sitting on my shelf collecting dust. Uh, Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher's Bay.
I remember that game.
I've got that just collecting dust. Plus I have all three original Prince of Persia games just sitting on my shelf collecting dust.
And then that's a shame because those are all three of those are bomb.
Yep.
But the most important thing is take care, especially nowadays, because these consoles are not cheap. Treat them like investments, quite frankly. I do my
Also,
best to take care of what I got.
old CD-ROM games, because
Oh yeah.
the thing is this like trying to find some of these old CD-ROM games and whatnot, like digitally, is next to impossible. Like you have to bootleg like all the backyard games.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. Like
No, I imagine. Why are they so hard to find?
there's nobody has them digital. Nobody sells them digital.
That's pitiful. Oh, did I tell you I have backyard baseball now?
Nice.
Yeah.
I have it too. But like the thing is, like in order to play it, I have to emulate a CD-ROM drive in my computer.
Oh, geez.
It's a bitch.
That sucks because you have to get the ISO image and then trick the computer into believing that it's reading a CD.
Yep.
That sucks. I mean, my tower doesn't have a CD drive in
They
it.
don't. It's a non-existent. You have the only way to play some of that stuff is you have to get external CD-ROM drive.
That's a damn shame. So, and then see these the why what he's explaining is why it's so important to get physical media and take care of them. Plus, I don't care how old you are. To when you walk in somebody's like their bedroom, man cave, even living room, and you see like a wall of physical media, that's a flex.
Yep. When you see a like, oh, this is my library of games, it's like,
Yep.
damn.
Okay.
Granted,
Exactly.
granted, it's a bitch when you have to move or whatnot, but it's again, it's like I own these games. They're mine. I have physical copies, and guess what? Pre Xbox One generation or whatnot, I'll never lose them.
Oh no.
It's like with the whole Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff. Like when the online for goes away for that, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So that's why it's so important to keep all these. Like you go come into my house, you will see in my living room cases of PS3 games. I wish I had more room for all the 360 games, but they're all in a CD case. Unfortunately, I mean I say unfortunately, but I would love to have those out. Like hey, this is
But
what I
it
got
takes
going
up so
on.
much room.
It does, and I actually wound up throwing away all the cases just because it's not feasible right now. But
No.
that's the most important thing. Take care of these things. They're gonna mean they'll last you longer, and also if you have children, it's like sharing your toys.
Yep, it's like I get to share my childhood and my passion with you through a physical thing instead of like, oh, let me just boot this thing up. And also another thing with if you buy all digital is what happens if you don't take care of your consoles? What happens? Oh, uh, the hardware's fried and whatnot. What are
Well,
you gonna What are you gonna do with that all that media?
well, actually, everything saves to your profile, so you do still get to keep it. But so it actually works out
But do
that
you keep
way.
do you keep the progress?
Yeah, you do because all the saves is all tied to. Because I still carried over all of my saves from my Xbox One to Series X, so
Okay.
that actually does work out. But speaking of, I actually have a yoga session with my daughter I got to get to, so we gotta skedaddle. But before we do, again, a massive thank you to everybody who has supported us throughout from the start of this show, which started out as some shenanigan nonsense. It still is that, but we're continuing to grow, and we can't do this without your support. So once again, always like the show on Spotify, subscribe to it, and all of our platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, um, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. We're all out there. And hey, even if you know us personally, find us on Facebook.
Yep.
I mean,
Uh, and I'm gonna make one request to our viewers when the Mr. Mossman finally comes back. I want you all to the episode he comes back. I want y'all to roast his ass.
we need to light him up.
Like viewers, help us come up with some good stuff to roast his ass. I mean, granted, like we're all friends here, and we understand that Mr. Mossman is he's a busy man with a family and work and all that stuff, but we gotta bust his balls a bit. This is like episode 4 or 5 where he's been absent.
Thank you. Jeez. Hey, come on, man. Quit dipping. Well, more so, he need to tell his job to lighten it up to take it easy on him.
When you
But we do miss having him on the show, and he was really excited about yesterday. But then life and adulting reared its head again, and here we are. But 1,000 and subscribers and onward, we're looking forward to it. Until next week, we will have more BS and fun for you on here on Triple B's for myself, K Rob, for Byron, and the absentee Jared you can find on a golf course today. We will see you next time. Be kind, always rewind from your boys at Triple B's. Peace.
take care.